So welcome one and all to semi-final day, each side at the expense of the other, determined, convinced that it is they who will be contesting the final and indeed perhaps going on to glory. This though is a game right on the edge. Well, it looks like a big game, sounds like a big game. Everyone involved is absolutely up for it. So it's a straight shootout for the final. That's what we're going to see.
There's nowhere, Jim, you would rather be. Yeah, one of the occasions of the season, and in an atmosphere to match it. We may well see a high-octane contest where both really look to test respective defences. I sincerely hope we avoid the alternative, which is a potential game of chess. It deserves much more than that, Peter. Here's hoping.
That gets things running. So, Jim, tell me this, who are you looking for in particular here?
Yeah, Romelu Lukaku, his physical characteristics are very impressive. They're always likely to attract the most attention, of course, but for me, it's not just that he's big and he's quick, it's his willingness to go direct with the ball at his feet, to take his man on, be brave and just head for goal. That's what makes him quite lethal.
That's an untidy challenge, free kick given. Ruben Dias. Foden, foot in. Well, that's a foul. Free kick's been given. And it's not taking him long, and that's going to be a booking. And he's there to clear it. Juan can get it clear. Cherki. Oh, the ball's come loose here. David Neres. It's really well manoeuvred. It's a pretty loose pass. Bernardo Silva. Doku. Lobotka, Juan. Buongiorno shifted upfield. Now it's De Bruyne. And Here's Lukaku. David Neres. Now it's on Gisa. Ruben Dias. Yehi. Cherki. Now, what's he got in mind? Vardiol. Rodri. Cherki. Bernardo Silva. Excellent challenge there, uncompromising. Juan looks to the other side. De Bruyne with the foul. Well, he's playing innocent. He has every reason to. Well, you might think he got off lightly. It is just a verbal warning.
Well, with him already been on a yellow, he should know much better than that.
Ruben Dias, and it's Bernardo Silva. Bernardo Silva. Cherki. Lewis.
Well, it's not the quickest of starts, but what it lacks in intensity certainly is made up by a large serving of discipline and organisation.
Cherki. Anything, Jim, to pick out of these early exchanges?
Well, both sides seem happy with the patient approach for now, still trying to have a good look at one another.
Cherki. Danger averted for now. Foden. Cherki. Vardiol. That is lovely. Bernardo Silva. Cherki. Rodri. Bernardo Silva. Now who's going to be first to this? Foden. Cherki. Foden. Rodri. Oh, it's come loose. Still goalless. Rodri. Haaland!
Yeah, I can see how the movement of those players up top, Peter, can cause some real problems for this defence.
Yeah, I'm just about to say that, Jim, actually.
Yeah, it's all about the changing of roles, dropping deeper into midfield, and all designed to confuse defenders.
Haaland. Oh, good spread. De Bruyne. Buongiorno. McTominay. Juan. David Neres. McTominay. David Neres. It's all a little short of forward momentum, lacking thrust. Juan. Well timed, excellent interception. Vardiol. Bernardo Silva. Cherki. Foden. Foden has a look inside the box. Cross in, looks like a good one. Out towards the flank. Cherki. Buongiorno clears it away. Anguissa. Now it's Anguissa. And it's De Bruyne. Neres. Oh, nice touch. McTominay. Applies the finish! Oh, the keeper's equal to it.
They're probably getting frustrated by the lack of chances, I suppose.
Bernardo Silva is sporting a guilty look after that.
Encouraged the pass with an intelligent run, but the pass just lacked pace.
Gehi cuts it out. Aim forwards. Oh, that looks a cracking ball. And he has slightly undercooked that one.
Well, everything up to the final pass looked decent. They just couldn't pick out that killer ball.
David Neres. And it's lofted through here. Nicely intercepted. Zambo Anguissa. Chance for a shot! And it's a goal! Well, how's that for a class finish?
Well, he's a defender's nightmare. You try to send him one way, and he just slips the other.
So the first goal of the game.
Well, I'd remind those players, Peter, that concentration will be key for a while now, as you don't want to hand the momentum straight back to your opposition.
Rodri. David Neres. Juan. McTominay. It's an inviting looking ball, that. Almost half an hour in now. Rodri did well to step in there. That was more than necessary. Cherki. Vardiol. Doku. Vardiol. Can he latch on to this? Doku. Lewis makes the interception. Well, that is not the best ball, and he offers an apologetic look.
He made it look a bit predictable.
Cherki, and it's Bernardo Silva. Lewis. Bernardo Silva. The pressing's intense, and it's paid off. David Neres. Juan. David Neres. McTominay. David Neres. David Neres. Anguissa in acres of space out wide. So who's he picking out? Up he goes! Well, that is clearly not the outcome he wanted.
You really could have done with engaging those crosses much higher up the pitch there. This isn't good defending.
Moved on forwards. Foden, gently done.
Haaland really was well marshalled there because he was denied the opportunity to turn.
And it's played forward. David Neres. Rodri. Cherki. Lewis. Foden. And that's a throw. Cherki. And it's Bernardo Silva. Approaching half-time and still behind. Can they make something happen now? David Neres. De Bruyne. Played towards the other side. Lukaku wins the duel this time. Doku. Guardiola. Ruben Dias. Bernardo Silva. Doku. Bernardo Silva. Bernardo Silva, forwards and with intent. Doku chooses to go back. Cherki. He's had a shot! Big relief, it just needed better contact.
Well, it was going to take something a bit special from there, and that wasn't it.
Sambo Anguissa. Bernardo Silva. Cherki. Guardiola. Bernardo Silva. Cherki. Aim forwards. Played out to the right. Cherki. Rodri. Bernardo Silva. Rodri. And here's Haaland.
Well, that's good defending. He squeezed the play and he gave him no chance to get on the turn.
And here's Anguissa. Rodri gets across to intercept that. Guardiola. That's really well manoeuvred. Doku. Bernardo Silva. Anguissa has found the net here, of course. Lobbed in behind. Cleared away. Now it's Foden. Gehi. Foden. Muscular approach does pay off here. And we've reached half-time. So a steady, solid and more than satisfactory first half. They've got the lead and that gives them something to build on after the break.
Well, obviously things are not good, Peter. It seems the team were just a bit too busy playing within themselves, too tentative. They have to improve and make it fast.
That gets things going for the second half. So, 45 minutes to turn it round. Rodri. Bernardo Silva. Rodri. Cherki. Lewis. Foden. That's good play. Time to deliver. Oh, it's played into the area.
Well, that might be the first time they've gone long, Peter. They've clearly been told to try something different.
Well, that's beautifully weighted. Lobotka. And it's Lukaku.
Lukaku really needed to concentrate on protecting the ball. Then again, he was being very closely marshalled.
Cherki. Lovely ball and a real chance now. David Neres. Delicate ball, and it needs to be. Bernardo Silva. Nice interception. His positioning was spot on. Lobotka. Well played. That has snuffed out the danger. And here's Anguissa. Vardiol did well to emerge with the ball. That's a contest to keep an eye on. Vardiol. Vardiol, gently done. And we're not going to make any further progress now. Juan. Moved on forwards. That has been cut short. Neres is offering some sort of an apology there.
Clearly is miffed, having made the run and not get picked out.
Lobotka concedes a free kick for that. Gets it away. Vardiol. Bernardo Silva. Gisa absolutely focused then on the defensive side of his game.
Yeah, listen, we often get critical of a forward's tackle, but that was squeaky clean.
Cherki. Rodri. Ball chasing the game, trailing by 1. Plenty waiting in the middle, hit into the middle. And that's been repelled. Bernardo Silva. He's got options in the box if he gets his head up. Brilliantly cut out. And he thumps it clear. Rodri. And here's Haaland. Haaland! A collective sigh of relief from the defence.
Well, let that be a lesson to them. If they don't stay focused all the time, they're going to be made to pay.
Buongiorno. Doku. Vadio. Your impression so far, Jim?
Look, they may be one down, but they're...
Oh, he's going to be pulled back for that one. Cherki. Oh, that's nice. Nice physical challenge. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. Lobotka. And it's played forward. Well, played right into his path. He's found the way through. And it's Lukaku. David Neres. Does really well to win the ball there. Now it's Lukaku, surely! And kept out by the most elastic of saves.
That's very, very good. You can't ask for much more than that.
On it, and that is an easy claim for the keeper. Foden. Lewis. Cherki. There are a few waiting for it. There's the shot! Foden plays it short. Lewis knocks it out wide. De Bruyne gets good distance on it. And it's Lewis. Rodri. Lewis. Cherki. Foden picks it up out wide.
Well, that's certainly more like it. They can't let the intensity drop now, Peter.
This is a really front-footed approach.
Well, the question now is whether they can sustain it.
He has found the way through. Donnarumma gets his gloves on it, nice and calm. Foden. Rodri. Bernardo Silva proves just a little bit too strong. And that's been won straight back. Rodri played out towards the right wing. Lovely passing, lovely movement as well. A chance to play it in. Giorno clears it away. Rodri. Lewis. Oh, that's neat. Looking for a decent ball in. Cherki. Lewis, and that's aimed into the middle.
There's nothing more infuriating for a fan than seeing passing without penetration. They're just stuck in a rut.
Rodri. So now we're going to get those changes we have been expecting. Giorno. Lobotka. McTominay. Buongiorno came forwards. Now it's on Issa. David Neres. Searching passes played there. And the ball is out of play. And there's going to be another change here. Foden. Rodri. Foden. Succumbs to the pressure. He's in plenty of space here. De Bruyne. Can he deliver? Delivers with wit. Oh, what a climb! Oh, and that should have been two.
Just got too eager there, I think. Peter had half an eye on the two-goal cushion.
O'Reilly. Gehi. Foden. And it's O'Reilly. Bernardo Silva.
Keep calm and carry on. That's the job in a nutshell now.
David Neres. Neres carries the ball down the right. David Neres. He is just caressing the ball. Well played. Important challenge that. That's pretty clear. It is a foul. And he's going to have his name taken. Well, the players are flocking round their fallen colleague and they look worried. Is there, and he can get that clear. It's gone out for a throw-in. Schwab. Well, that's really good play on the right. He's driving forward.
I think the message here is quite clear, Peter. They want another one and will seemingly keep going until they get it.
Rodri, he's got space. Oh, shooting chance! Well, can he finish? Gisa can get it clear. O'Reilly. O'Reilly is fouled. Well, the ref's been lenient here. I doubt he'll get too many more chances. It's Bernardo Silva. Rodri. He's gone down, but the referee just tells him to get back up again.
Well, there's plenty to like about this approach. Get your head down, keep battling away, and eventually things might change for you.
The most accurate pass. Moved on forwards. Haaland. Now it's on Gisa. Pressing's intense, and it's paid off. Lewis gently down. He's got plenty of space out wide here. Chance to shoot! Fair attempt, just the wrong outcome.
Haaland certainly knows that he's missed a real chance there, but he can't dwell on that. He needs to pick himself up and move on.
Time for a change in personnel.
Well, his stamina was called into question then, but there's absolutely nothing wrong with his heart and the efforts he put in. He was very willing, though, not quite able. This usually is the time teams go into conservation mode.
Rodri. So time is nearly up. One final twist, perhaps.
I thought it was going to happen then. How many more chances can they realistically expect now?
Juan.
They're making life really hard for themselves. The ball needs to be in the mixer, not there.
Sabinho. Here's the chance to cross. That's very neat. In it comes. And it's hoisted clear. It really is now. Bernardo Silva has got himself a free kick. Just a talking to, I think. Yes, it is.
Now look, Peter, what they need now are cool heads and discipline, and instead it looks like they've got a liability in their side.
Bernardo Silva! That's a half-decent try. Played it short, and it's Lewis. Showing good feet. Needs a quality cross. Sabine climbs up big! That needed to be better, and he knows it.
Yeah, some good movement inside the box. No shortage of targets here.
Lewis, forwards and with intent. They are right into last chance territory. Oh, lovely feed, he is such a good mover. They get a throw in. Buongiorno. David Neres. And that's it. Well, they've lost the home leg, so life gets a little fraught. All that's left is to win away and somehow keep the dream alive. How do you look back on the game then, Jim?
Well, the way the manager has stormed down the tunnel lends itself to an almighty telling off for such a timid, docile display.
I'm afraid to tell you that we're expecting traffic to be heavy after the final whistle today.
So a very warm welcome to those who have joined us for this eagerly awaited second leg of the semi-final. It's a semi-final still on a knife edge, though tipped potentially in one direction. Particularly tough this for the away team, who lost the first leg on their own territory and have to turn it round on hostile turf. Colours vivid and vibrant, songs loud and proud. The tone for this game is well and truly set. So this for a place in the final. Our hosts hoping to complete the job, visitors attempting to spoil their day. Jim Begley.
Well, Peter, I think the home side has the edge, but no more than that. I think a goal either way could have a significant bearing on a change of the home mood and of mindsets, and therefore we may see a tussle for quite control of this contest rather than an open-ended nail-biter.
We have already started here. Matsocchi. Ramani. Elmas. Now it's Hoyland. Whistle's gone, that's a foul. Rodri attempts a clearance. Matsocchi. Now it's Elmas. And it's Matsocchi. Tries to get it clear. Haaland. Foden. No, he's not played the ball, that's a foul. Yehi. was appreciated by the crowd.
Yeah, listen, we often get critical of a forward's tackle, but that was squeaky clean.
Bernardo Silva, forwards and with intent. Boylan. Lobotka shifted upfield. Spinazzola. Spinazzola looking to get on the end of this. Haaland. Juan. Spinazzola. Buongiorno. Well, that's beautifully weighted. Now it's Elmas. What a throw in. Cherki. Bernardo Silva. Muscular approach does pay off here. Ramani. Matsocchi. Buongiorno. Matsocchi. It's out of play for a goal kick. Rodri. Cherki. Lobotka. McTominay. Juan. Aim forwards. De Bruyne is offering some sort of an apology there.
Clearly is miffed, having made the run.
There's the shot! That was superb goalkeeping.
That's very, very good. You can't ask for much more than that.
Juan is there, and he can get that clear. And it's Lewis. Ball swung in. Could be deep, and the shot! It's in!
Listen, the big names earn their reputations for precisely the reason we've just seen. They have a habit of making their presence felt, and here we are, early stages. He struck one, and he looks hungry for more.
Terrible error, duly punished. Penetrate first. It is a truly precious lead. Ramani. Elmas. Excellent challenge there, uncompromising. Cherki. Lobotka wins the duel this time. De Bruyne. Lobotka. Boylan. Spinazzola. Lobotka. Bernardo Silva. Moved on forwards. Haaland is alert to the possibilities, but in the end it's fruitless.
Really looking to do something that's simple here, Peter, but it has to be effective.
How exactly can they do that?
Well, they're tucking their fullbacks into midfield to enable their more talented personnel to push forward.
And it's Rodri. Haaland! It's in! And that gives them an overall lead. No space, no problem. You just cannot stop him.
Haaland demonstrated great strength there. I mean, he really had to hold his man off and just create enough room for him to be able to get the shot away. And I think it's just top play.
And now he has two. So we have a breakthrough. Now how will things develop from here?
Well, that's really winded the opposition. You can see their manager screaming on the touchline, telling his team to calm down. But they'll need to do that pretty quickly. It's composure from here.
Ramani gets across to intercept that. De Bruyne. Bernardo Silva, that's a good intervention. That was what he had to make in the face of danger that was growing. Pressing's intense, and it's paid off. Højlund. Now it's Elmas. And here's De Bruyne. Spinazzola. He is just caressing the ball. Well, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined. Spinazzola. And it's played forward. And again, they run up against stubborn defending. Cherki. And it's Lewis. That'll be a throw. Lewis. Spinazzola. Højlund. Now it's Elmas. And it's Matsoki. Now it's Elmas. Now that's a fine challenge. Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest. Rodri. Lewis. Foden. Vardiol. Cherki. Rodri. Cherki. Now it's Haaland! Denied by an instinctive save.
Well, someone's doing his job properly, Peter, that's for sure.
It's all a little short of forward momentum, lacking thrust.
I wouldn't fancy playing up front in these circumstances, to be honest. There's absolutely no supply.
Doku. Bernardo Silva. Oh, good take in a good area. They're looking at the referee, but he's waved play on. Matsoki. Ramani. McTominay. Højlund. Spinazzola. And it's De Bruyne. De Bruyne. McTominay. Højlund. And the finish! That's a half-decent try.
Højlund is clearly kicking himself here. He knew that was a great opportunity.
Bernardo Silva. Rodri. Played with finesse. Tries to get it clear. Haaland. That's going to go a long way. Lewis. Cherki. There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, dogged defence on the other. Spinazzola. McTominay. That's really well manoeuvred. And it's Matsocchi. Haaland. Cherki. Lewis. Now it's Foden. He's got options in the box if he gets his head up. Oh, good spread. Vardiol. Højlund does well to get it back. Referee has just said play on. Ramani. McTominay. McTominay, gently done. Juan. Aim forwards. Spinazzola. Juan. Spinazzola. Played back to the goalkeeper. Buongiorno. Moved on forwards. And it's played forward. Matsocchi. Ramani chooses to go cross-field. Juan. Approaching half-time and still behind. Can they make something happen now? Elmas, forwards and with intent. A heavy challenge. Now it's McTominay. Gehi attempts a clearance. And it's McTominay. And here's Højlund. Højlund! Missed by a fraction. Cherki. Vardiol. Bernardo Silva. That's really well manoeuvred. Doku. Bernardo Silva knocks it out wide. In again. Oh, smashing header! Euphoria, utopia, and they are cavorting. And they are tearing the opposition apart here. Simply breathtaking stuff. A great delivery and a finish to match.
So well played, Peter. Did a great job keeping sight of the ball. Made a classic move and met it perfectly.
Clinical, just clinical. What a game this is turning out to be for him.
This is such a dominant performance. The defence are sick of the sight of him, but he doesn't look finished just yet.
So the lead now is 2.
Well, there's only one team in it at the moment, and the question is, will they be happy to sit on this?
Spinazzola. Buongiorno shifted upfield. McTominay. Spinazzola. Buongiorno. Lobotka. Spinazzola. Oh, that's well done, really robust. Foden. Nice control. Aimed into... Up he goes! Arrived on cue, but fluffed his line. Yehi. Cherki. Foden. Lewis. Cherki. Well, now here's a good battle, bicep to bicep. Foden, now the ball in. That's really well manoeuvred. De Bruyne. Højlund, played out towards the right wing. McTominay. Time added on will be 2 minutes. Bernardo Silva. And it's Bernardo Silva. Rodri. Cherki. Yehi. Rodri. Bernardo Silva. Oh, lovely feed, he is such a good mover. Doku is fouled.
Yeah, well, they were exposed and vulnerable, and he knew he had to do something to prevent a goal then.
Well, the ref's been lenient here. I doubt he'll get too many more chances. Cherki! And he should have made it 4. And the semi-final reaches halfway. Well, who would have thought it? A huge chasm between the two teams already, and it might grow even wider in this second half. That gets things going for the second half. So, 45 minutes to turn it round. Cherki. Lobotka does really well to win the ball there. Spinazzola. De Bruyne. Great defending, strong and determined. Haaland. De Bruyne does really well to win the ball there. Juan. McTominay. And here's Haaland. Matsoki aim forwards. Rodri. Cherki. Now who's going to be first to this? De Bruyne. Spinazzola. Lobotka. Spinazzola. And it's De Bruyne. Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal, and it had to be. Bernardo Silva. Cherki. Lewis. That's good play. Cherki. Doku! And that is a truly outstanding save.
Incredible. He had all the time in the world to pick his spot as well.
Matsoki tries to clear. Doku. Ruben Dias. Good ball, good take.
Haaland really was well marshalled there because he was denied the opportunity to turn.
And that has put paid to that. Ruben Dias, gently done. Rodri has created one goal already. And here's Haaland. And that was very necessary. And he's looking at the referee, but the referee is shaking his head. Bernardo Silva. Lewis. And here's Haaland. And he's had a shot! Matsoki. And it's Matsoki. Elmas looking to run onto it. Elmas is onto this. Gehi gets rid without sophistication.
De Bruyne really needed to concentrate on protecting the ball. Then again, he was being very closely marshalled.
McTominay. And there's green grass ahead of him. Lewis can get it clear. Well, nicely intercepted. And here's the chance to counter. Now it's Haaland. Bernardo Silva.
There's no doubt it's a long way back, but they can at least give us something to believe the gap might be closed.
Lewis. Cherki. And here's Foden. Foden plays it in. Applies the finish! Rodri has got himself a free kick. They've played it short. Foden. Oh, that's a very... Cherki! Oh, extraordinary.
Well, let's just consider that one a range finder, Peter. It certainly wasn't troubling the goalkeeper.
Rodri. Ruben Dias. Vardiol. Moved on forwards. The pressing's intense and it's paid off. Lobotka. Juan. Spinazzola. Lobotka. And it's Lukaku. Elmas. Cherki. Foden. And here's Haaland. Cleared without complication. Well, there is some activity down on the touchline. It seems there's going to be a change. Rodri. And here's Doku. Doku. Oh, what a climb! Keeper's got his work done. Lewis with the clearance. Ball's over the line, and it is a corner. De Bruyne with the short one. Can he deliver? De Bruyne. Spinazzola. Very nicely done. Haaland was only too happy to help out in defence.
Well, it's not a surprise to see that these days, all part of a forward's duties.
Well timed, excellent interception. And it's De Bruyne. They played right into his path. This might spell danger. It's a loose ball. De Bruyne made out to the left flank. Climbs up big! Is it in? Yes, it's an own goal!
Well, that's really unfortunate. He'll be kicking himself at the moment, and believe me, I know how that feels.
Well, who saw that coming? It has certainly made things interesting.
Look, often chances are hard to come by in these games, so just one mistake could be all it takes to make the difference.
Bernardo Silva. And here's Haaland! And it's been taken short. So who's he picking out? Doku! Oh, that was a brilliant save.
Yeah, he was well placed to deal with that.
Spinazzola. Juan. Lobotka. Juan. That has been cut short. Matsoki. Politano. Cross deflected behind for a corner. So here comes the substitution. Point blank header! No, he didn't quite meet it right. Rodri forwards and with intent. Ramani. Juan. Ramani. Lobotka. Juan. Spinazzola. Lobotka. Buongiorno cuts out the pass. And it's Lukaku. That looks a chance, surely! O'Reilly done delicately. Natsoki, and the keeper's got it again. Hoisted upfield by the keeper. O'Reilly, and here's Haaland. De Bruyne. Juan. And it's played forward. Now it's Doku. Bernardo Silva. Rodri. And here's Haaland! And that would have been game, set and match.
Haaland really must be wondering how he hasn't put the through up. It was a very, very decent chance.
Defending of the desperate variety. That's very neat. Plenty waiting in the middle. Time to deliver. Clear away. Politano has been caught there. It's a foul.
Well, some of the players here are letting their emotions get the better of them. They do have to be careful. This must not be inflamed any further.
Getting this one clear.
Keep calm and carry on. That's the job in a nutshell now.
That's a nicely weighted pass. That's an excellent interception.
I think the message here is quite clear, Peter. They want another one and will seemingly keep going until they get it.
And here's Haaland. Haaland spread out to the left. Cross in, looks like a good one.
They may end up with some regret with this tactic, but you have to admire their commitment to goals.
David Neres. Buongiorno. Buongiorno, gently done. Rodri.
I think the message here is quite clear, Peter. They want another one and will seemingly keep going until they get it.
Neres chasing after it. McTominay.
Well, there's plenty to like about this approach. Get your head down, keep battling away, and eventually things might change for you.
Dealt with nicely by the defence. That is lovely. Calmly anticipates.
They may end up with some regret with this tactic, but you have to admire their commitment to goals.
Here's Lukaku. That's a Politano! Size all around the ground. Horrible miss.
It's a good effort, and you can sense that they're upping the gears. This needs to be sustained now.
Excellent challenge there, uncompromising.
I think the message here is quite clear, Peter. They want another one and will seemingly keep going until they get it.
And a chance! Oh, it's gone in! We're back where we started. It's level on aggregate. Just so calm under pressure, and he managed to fashion a fine finish.
Such a well-worked finish. It looked like he was going to be shut down, but he thrives in situations like that.
Now some movement on the bench, and we are going to see a change.
Well, his stamina was called into question then, but there's absolutely nothing wrong with his heart and the efforts he put in. He was very willing, though, not quite able.
The first leg meant an awful lot to them, but it's important that they retain a purpose in their play now and continue to look for goals.
Little doubt, that is a foul. He knew what was coming, that's a yellow card. Has been clubbed away.
Lewis.
I think we might be done here, Peter. I don't see there being enough time for them to try again.
This could be their final throw of the dice. Bruna plays it short, and it's hoisted clear. And here's Lukaku. Lukaku. It's Lukaku! O'Reilly gets it away.
Well, that might be that, Peter. Maybe both sides just going to have to settle for the draw now.
Goes for a shot! Not pretty, but it gets the job done.
I think we might be done here, Peter. I don't see there being enough time for them to try again.
Now it's McTominay. Now it's David Neres. Neres, that's a clever-looking ball.
Well, that might be that, Peter. Maybe both sides just going to have to settle for the draw now.
Tries to get it clear, and that's been won straight back. Ruben Dias. The final seconds now. It really is now or never. Bernardo Silva!
Bernardo Silva just can't be faulted for taking on the opportunity. That sort of distance is usually up his street.
Spinazzola. Schwan. And that's a throw. Final checks on the touchline. A change about to occur.
I think you have to admire his willingness to keep plugging away, but the manager has done him a big favour, I think, by taking him off. He was looking very, very leggy.
And here's Haaland. That's it, we're going to get 30 minutes more.
Well, there was very little between the sides all the way through, so extra time is the correct next step.
Well, fitness and fatigue, the key factors now as we head for extra time. So our quest to find the winner continues. And it's Bernardo Silva. Politano wins the duel this time. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. But great chance! Oh, that's incredible! Late in the day, this could well be it.
Yeah, they were made to pay for not moving the ball smartly enough through a very strong pressing wave.
Well, this is what we've been waiting for.
Juan.
Spinazzola.
Juan.
McTominay. Ramani. Gehi forwards and with intent. Played out to the right. That pass has been well intercepted. So now we're going to get those changes we have been expecting. Lewis serves up a cross. And he's there to clear it. That's a throw. Politano. Ramani. Lobotka. Spinazzola. Lobotka. Lukaku under intense pressure.
Well, this defence now knows that they have to reduce his movement because they've allowed him to run free.
Buongiorno aim forwards. Lukaku. And it's Spinazzola. It's gone for a throw-in. Spinazzola. McTominay. Oh, what a ball! Politano!
The home support won't enjoy that.
Well, that miss could really prove costly. They don't want to be missing too many of those.
The ball is out of play. That's really well manoeuvred. Haaland. Bernardo Silva. It's a nicely shaped ball. Hefty challenge, but fair enough. The defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested. McTominay, Lobotka, Gehi, and he has been fouled there. Lobotka, Juan shifted upfield, and it's Lukaku. Some excellent tackling here, and that one a perfect example. Now it's Haaland. Well read, nice interception. David Neres. Moved on forwards. Neres. Oh, nice touch. A chance to play it in. Delivered with swing. McTominay. O'Reilly. And the counter is on. Sabinho. O'Reilly. Rodri. And here's a real chance! Oh,
should have put that away.
Haaland clearly furious with himself there. They looked for all the world like they were going to go through it.
Lewis. That's really well manoeuvred. Nice physical challenge. Spinazzola. Lobotka. David Neres. Politano. David Neres. Proves too strong. Spinazzola. O'Reilly shifted upfield. Haaland. Extra time reaches half-time.
Well, there's plenty of potential for a final twist in this tale. I think there's bound to be some late drama in the final 15 minutes of this epic.
Is there to be drama in these final 15 minutes? This has been enthralling. So what do the last 15 minutes have left? Semenyo. It's a mighty effort! Goal at his mercy, and somehow he's missed it.
Well, he's a bit complacent there, I thought, Peter. Maybe he thinks the game's already won.
Played into space out wide. And that is out of play. Time for a change in personnel.
Well, for me, this was the obvious substitution. He'd become just a little jaded, and as a result of that, he was most likely to make a mistake. I think sometimes when the body becomes tired, the brain goes with it, and I think that's...
Oh, shooting chance! Size all around the ground. Horrible miss.
Well, they've got a big enough job on their hands as it is, Peter. They really need to be putting those chances away.
Rodri. Bernardo Silva. Nouri. Rodri. And it's O'Reilly. And here's Haaland. Out towards the flank. Juan attempts a clearance. Rodri. O'Reilly. Excellent challenge there, uncompromising. Takes a shot! Oh no, that could be a costly miss. McTominay have it back and can go again. Lobotka. David Neres. He can run onto that. A reprieve, albeit perhaps momentary. Buongiorno, and it's gone back to the keeper. Time is running out here.
At least they're going about it as they should, having brought this on themselves.
Up he goes! He can get that clear. Juan. Ramani. David Neres. Neres making good progress on the right-hand side. No foul, says the referee. Oh, the movement is slick, the speed is slippery. The defence, though, able to hold on this time.
Well, welcome to the modern game.
You get chance for a shot! And the ball's come loose here. And he's there to get it away. And that's a real chance missed. Climbs up big! Oh, it's come loose. Ramani gets good distance on it. The pressing's intense, and it's paid off. Looking for a decent ball in. And he shoots! He's managed to get himself offside. Aim forwards. Buongiorno. Juan. Ramani. Lobotka. And reclaimed it in a trice. Out to the right. It is well chance! Goal! They are firmly back in business. And that is a goal worthy of universal appreciation. Even the opposing fans have to recognise the quality there.
Oh, what a hit, Peter, and there was nothing lucky about it, let me tell you. It was measured, it was simply inch perfect.
The first leg meant an awful lot to them, but it's important that they retain a purpose in their play now and continue to look for goals.
Stones.
Look, their supporters must be going barmy about this because there's no sense of purpose in what we're seeing.
The ball is loose and the chase is on.
I think we might be done here, Peter. I don't see there being enough time for them to try again.
And here's Savinho. Oh, sweet feet. Last-ditch defending, but that'll do. They are right into last chance territory. And here's Haaland. Shot a goal! And a terrific save from the keeper.
Haaland clearly thought he had the beating of the keeper.
Bernardo Silva clipped into space. It's really well cleared. Oh, smashing header! And that is it. Time for no more.
I can only applaud the sheer doggedness and tenacity on show in watching both teams refusing to lose. I mean, they both ran their socks off.
Well, the players look exhausted, but one last act. We're back in a moment for penalties. Boy, you can feel the tension. An exchange of stares, and we're ready to go. And he's found the net.
Yeah, made his mind up very quickly and just didn't waver.
Semenyo is engaging in a bit of mind games before stepping up. Saved! Keeper's done brilliantly.
Well, he had a little look at the goalkeeper and maybe that put him off.
That's how it's done. He made the keeper commit. And that doubles their lead. Savinho will take their second. And the keeper's come up trumps.
Well, he felt the goalkeeper outstared him there, which gave him the edge.
And stepping up, the skipper. No! Denied remarkably.
Well, it was a possibility of happening like that, the way he was moving beforehand. Very good save.
Calmly, he puts the ball down on the spot. Haaland is third in line.
Looks like he's done it 1,000 times. Never looked like missing.
This to double their advantage. Oh, it's a really good save.
Oh, that's a super save from the keeper.
And so the captain steps up. Good penalty, just steered it the other way.
How confident was that? Backed himself all the way. Well, he totally nailed that penalty, picked a spot, and didn't change.
Lest you need reminding, miss this and it is over. And stuck away with ice in his veins. 3-3. Some can barely watch here, every kick potentially pivotal. Great stop! And the keeper punches the air. Rodri is the sixth to take the long, lonely walk. And there it is, the decisive kick. Well, losing at this stage is just the worst, and the scene on the pitch underlines as much. They were so close, they had a chance, but they've ended up with absolutely nothing, and you can't help but feel for them. How do you look back on the game then, Jim?
Look, now is not the time for me to put the boot in and criticise them. They've had a devastating loss here. I think they can only learn from an experience like this, though, and strive to come again.
Ricordiamo anche i tifosi che tra poco sul maxi schermo saranno trasmessi gli orari degli autobus